Hey, this is Kenny Cobble, head football coach at Maryville High School, and this is the No Playbook Podcast.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the show. This is the podcast featuring outstanding athletes, coaches, and experts, all from East Tennessee. My name's Casey. Today on the show, Coach Kenny Cobble, new head coach at Maryville High School. Very excited to have him on the show just to talk about just his coaching inspirations, his style, and what fans can expect in this new era of Maryville High School football. This episode is sponsored by Stinnett Collision. Reach out to them if you're in need of automotive repair. They've got locations in Maryville and Sevier County. Get into Coach Kenny Cobble right after this. Sit tight.
Hi, I'm Zach Stinnett, third-generation owner of Stinnett Collision. As a proud supporter of Tennessee athletics, we know that every game counts. When a collision puts you out of play, we're here to get you back in the game. Family-owned since 1965, Stinnett Collision now has locations in Maryville and Sevierville. With double the space and a team of certified technicians, we'll tackle your repairs and get you back on the road in no time. Don't let a collision sideline you. Visit Stinnett Collision today.
So I was talking with Steve Feather about you.
Okay. There's no telling what he said.
Yeah, Steve and I went to high school together, so we've been buddies for a long time. He says football is not your favorite sport.
Oh, wow. I'm interested to hear what he says it is. Pickleball, probably?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. It's the most fun I've had doing anything since I played football, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not very good at it, but I love playing. Do I what?
Have you had a pickleball injury yet?
Not yet. So we've been pretty lucky. I guess I've been playing for the last maybe 2.5 years-ish, somewhere. Dakota Cruz, one of our coaches on staff, got me playing, and haven't had any significant injuries, nothing major, knock on wood.
I got interested in it enough to where I bought a nice paddle, and it's in the car, but I've only used it a handful of times since buying it.
Right. Sometimes it's like you just going in, mixing in with some new groups. We try to play with some of the guys on the staff during the season, some just to kind of get loose a little bit. But I mostly play with Coach Cruz. But now it's a bunch of guys on staff will play when we can talk them into it. But it's a lot of fun, man. Singles, doubles, whatever. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know if Steve plays, but if you're watching this, Feather, I challenge you. Well, Coach, thank you for joining me. First, I'd like to hear just kind of about the interview process and being named head coach, because it sounds like, I mean, from my perspective, it seems like you were announced like a day or two after Coach Hunt stepped down.
So it did go pretty quickly. We probably knew as a staff a little bit before everybody else knew. So it did move quickly. I had kind of the weekend to decide if we were going to interview or not, and talk to my family and talk to Megan and see what we felt like we needed to do. So we kind of made that decision and interviewed on Monday, and Coach Hunt talked with the team on Monday, and then we found out the next day. So it did move pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, what was that like? What is your pitch for yourself in that interview?
Man, probably stability, honestly, the stability of the program. And just, we've been here for 10 years now. This is our 10th year in Maryville, and it's been such a great place for us to come back to. Megan and I both went to college at Maryville College, and we got married on campus after we had graduated. And so Maryville's always been a special place to us. And so the opportunity to get back here came, and we took it. And so we were been here for 10 years now. And so it's a place that we love. It's home. The timing, I think, wound up being right for us. Both our boys have graduated. And so being able to put the time in and not feel like we're missing a ton of things for the kids was important. And really that's kind of the reason we were able to come here originally is I was the head coach at Jefferson County High School, and so was spending a lot of time away from home. We were mowing fields and painting fields and then doing all the other things that you do as a coach. And so we had been kind of trying to figure out if that's what we needed to do. Both our boys were small then, and then this opportunity came along, and so we took it and were able to come here. And I was still able to coach, was able to be a lot more present as a dad, and so that was important to us, and that kind of got us here. And so that phase has changed. Our oldest boy is a junior at Lee University, and our youngest is a freshman at Maryville College, and so we felt like we were in the right stage to think about doing this. We know it's such a great opportunity, and we know it's such a great responsibility and honor to be the head coach at Maryville High School, and that's not lost on us. So um, the timing of it kind of fit up for us, but it definitely was a quick process.
So what I'm really interested in is you spent time as a head coach, as you mentioned, Jefferson County, and then
Mhm.
you were on the Quarrel staff and Hunt. So how do you kind of merge all of those philosophies into what we're going to see as fans and even the
Yeah.
players moving forward?
Right. So, well, one thing that you learn very quickly from if you're around Coach Quarles or Coach Hunt, either one for any amount of time at all, is just how great they are with people. They're fantastic. They're fantastic with their players. They're fantastic with the community and the coaching staff and the people that they work with. So, you hope to mimic some of that. Of course, I've got to be myself. I've got a different personality than both of those guys, so I'll have to be myself. But they're just so skilled at building confidence in people and having relationships with people. And so, as you're part of that staff with either of them, and you kind of watch them do that, it's so impressive to watch. So hopefully, try to continue that and hone some skills in that direction because they're both so fantastic in that regard. And so try to continue that. And then, as far as putting my spin or any of that kind of, we've got a coaching staff that's so capable and so good. I think the best thing that I can do is kind of almost get out of their way and let them go coach. So I think there'll be a lot of similarities. Between what people have seen before and what they're going to see ahead, because we believe in our process and we believe in what we do, and we're purpose driven. We've got an idea of what our purpose is as a staff, and helping young men and trying to develop them as people. And of course, we've still got our goals too. We talk about that. Our purpose and our goals, they're separate things. What we want to do as far as investing in the boys and their lives and making this experience of high school football be meaningful for them. Certainly not the most important thing they'll ever do, but hopefully meaningful for them moving forward and valuable to them in terms of the lessons they learn. But then our goals are still to win a bunch of ball games, to win every ball game that we play is always the goal here. And so we keep those two kind of close together, although they're different things. We're as competitive as anybody, but the purpose comes before the goals for sure. So I think it'll be very similar. I hope, and gosh, anytime you can be in the same sentence or ballpark with George Quarles or Derek Hunt, I think you're in great company for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But what is it that makes programs like Maryville and even Alcoa just so dominant so consistently? Because they're high school players, right? It's not like the NIL era of college football where you can buy your way into the best talent. So what is it that makes a program like that just so consistently successful?
One of the things that comes to mind, I think, for both places, just the amount of support that they have. Football is important at both places, and it matters. And so I know that here at Maryville, we have fantastic support. If there are things that we need or things that we need to try to get taken care of, we're able to find ways to do that. And so the support of your administration and the folks at the top of the chain in the school system, it's just fantastic. It matters here. It matters to our community, the amount of community support that we have, and the parents, and there's just so many people who are willing to say, I'm all in to help. And so when you get that, and then you have kids that are willing to come and put in the work and show up consistently day in, day out, and it matters to them, and they have an expectation of winning, and they kind of set the temperature, right? They set the culture of the team in terms of we're going to show up and we're going to work and we're going to expect our teammates to do the same. I think you have that identity at both places, and then you're able to hire fantastic coaches here. You really are. You're able to get people here that are fantastic at what they do and skilled at what they do, and kid driven, and kind of are willing to get on board. And if you look around, I think on both these staffs at Alcoa and at Maryville, there are a lot of people who could go be head coaches and go have their own programs and do their own thing, and they're willing to be here and be a part of it and set egos aside and uh, and invest here. And so it's just those kind of advantages put you in a position where you've got a chance to be competitive year in and year out. And so I think we're very fortunate. I mean, in this small amount of space right here, just a few miles apart, we've got some really talented football players and some really impressive football programs. It's really neat to be a part of.
Yeah. Well, I'm certainly Team Maryville, but even just as a fan of watching football, I'm really excited to see the second round of Will Jones, Thomas Manu. That battle is just two fantastic guys here that are so close. Um, I mean, Will Jones is what an outstanding gift to be given that guy as a quarterback your first season.
Oh gosh, you can't say enough about him. I mean, coming up through the program, he's the third of three brothers, and has kind of lived it his whole life. And he's built to play quarterback mentally, physically. He understands it. He's a competitor. And man, on top of that, he has fun doing it. It's really fun to watch him work and to watch him practice. And he has high expectations of himself, but he has fun while he's doing it. And so, gosh, you couldn't ask for a better guy to be a quarterback than Will Jones.
Yeah. Now, what about you personally? Tell me something that like very few people might know about you besides the
Gosh,
pickleball.
yeah. So honestly, it's been a while since I've done it, but um, I am an English teacher, right? So I'm certified to teach English, and for the first 16 or so years of my career, I was teaching in an English classroom. Haven't done that in a long time, and a lot of times it would be funny, as a coach, when you people ask you what you teach and you rattle off English, you get the strangest looks. But when I was at Maryville College, had a lot of people, concerned about the ability to get jobs in the PE world and that kind of thing. And I enjoyed writing. Thought about being a journalist for a while and a sports journalist, and that was on my radar for a while. But just wanted to be maybe even a little bit closer to the game. So wound up majoring in English, and it's gotten me into just about every job that I've gotten. Just very fortunate things have opened up where honestly they were probably right. Had it been a PE major or something like that, I don't know that I would have been able to coach and teach at the places that I've been able to. So that's probably one thing that people may not know about me.
Grade do you teach?
So right now I teach academic success. So I'm no longer in the English classroom. Been a while since I've done that. So I have uh, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. So I kind of serve as a graduation coach in a sense, just trying to encourage people to finish things that they need to finish so that they can walk across the stage. And we kind of follow them from their sophomore year on and track them and try to help them have some skills to get over the hump if they're struggling as a student and build relationships with them too. It's kind of a relationship driven class, which is why I love it. You get a chance to, stand up in front of kids and not necessarily be an English or a math teacher where they might come into that classroom and already have kind of an idea of I like math or I don't like math or I like English or I don't like English. You can kind of build a little bit more of a relationship and be able to find different ways to encourage them to kind of get over the hump if they're struggling. So it's kind of a neat classroom, a great program at Maryville High School, and I've loved being a part of it since I've been there.
And we were talking about something like that last night. My son is a 10th grader at Maryville. And
Okay.
we were just kind of talking, already looking at all the options. You got to decide, like, are we just gonna go all out for UT? Are we going to consider other options? Are we going to look at Pellissippi? And just how do we manage some of this stuff? So we were kind of talking about this yesterday about like you need to get in with your counselor,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and
And
learn some of
that's
the options.
right. And that process happens so quickly, and it is on you before you kind of know it. I know that our counselors are working through right now, setting schedules for next year and meeting with kids and doing all that. So it happens fast, and man, it's almost like they have to decide so quickly. They've got more time maybe than they think, but um, it does get on you very quickly. We just
Yeah.
went through that twice for sure at our
Yeah.
house. So yeah.
So a question everybody gets, share with me an unforgettable sports memory. Like when you're 80 years old, something you can close your eyes and you're still going to be able to picture perfectly.
So it would be the 2024 College World Series and going to watch the Vols. So Megan and I were just sitting here at home and watching them win in the regionals, and I was like, "What if we went?" She's like, "I don't know. I mean, what are we going to do? Go out there?" And I was like, "Would you be interested in going?" And she was like, "Well, maybe." I was like, "Well, I hope you are, because I just bought us 2 tickets to go." So we got tickets to the second game, to game two, hoping that they would win the first, and that we would get a chance to watch them clinch it. So um, we got in her car and we drove 14 hours to Omaha. Stopped at a cool barbecue spot in Kansas City along the way, made a couple of stops, stayed overnight, went to the game. And it was a nail biter till right till the end, and what a great game to watch! Oh my gosh, so competitive. So many. We were actually sitting in the Texas A&M section, and so that was kind of wild. But we're watching, and it's tied, and we're sitting next to our right is a woman and her daughter who are actually from Omaha, and they come to the College World Series every year. And they're actually a little bit older, but they come in, they get there about the second inning. They've had people help them get in, but they come every year. So it's late in the game, and I think it's a tie ball game, and the Vols hit a home run, I think, to go up. And of course, we're going nuts that we're there in front of all the Texas A&M fans, and it kind of settles back down, and I'm sitting next to the daughter, and she kind of looks over at me and gets my attention, and she's like, "Are you all coming to the game tomorrow?" And I was like, "Well, we don't have tickets. We might try to get tickets and all that kind of stuff." And so they talk a little bit, and we're just kind of watching the rest of the game. It's right at the very end, and she leans back over and she says, "We've got tickets, and my mom wants to give them to you all for tomorrow, so you can come back and watch the Vols tomorrow." And of course, we're blown away, and we're talking with them, and so they gave us their tickets and their parking pass for the final game of the College World Series. So Megan and I got some help from some Maryville folks, some parents of some football players that were with us, and we found another hotel and got things booked and got things shuffled around, and were able to come the next night and watch the Vols win the World Series because these two ladies were kind enough to give us their tickets and their parking pass. It was fantastic, and so the whole Omaha atmosphere and being there and driving there with her and enjoying the game and then getting those tickets and them winning it all, it was perfect. And so that'll be my top sports memory for a long, long time.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to top.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good
Yeah.
one.
Maybe this season when Maryville wins state.
Hey, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
I will tell you, I just saw yesterday, I think it was, Hunter Inslee, speaking of that series, has retired from baseball.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, just yesterday I saw that.
Wow, man! I'll tell you what, they were a fun team to watch. I had just such a fantastic experience. I think about us, even the drive out there. That's a lot of hours in the car, but um, it, everything that we needed to go right for us, Megan and I, and then the Vols too. Everything that we wanted or hoped to go right for us, man, it just all worked out on that trip. It was really neat.
That's unreal. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So one last question. Who wins the Alcoa game this year?
man, that's a great question. So I don't do predictions. It's funny, we get guys that come by and stop by the room all the time, and they're like, "Well, what do you think? What do you think? How's it looking?" And y'all gonna win all those things, and I don't do predictions. Here's what I know: it's always a great game and a fantastic atmosphere, and so I encourage people to show up. It's gonna be a good one.
It's in Maryville this season, right?
It is in Maryville this
Okay.
year, and man, they do such a great job over there, and it's always such a competitive game, and it's one of those that you feel really fortunate just to be able to coach in it, because it's so cool with both schools and both teams so storied and so successful, and it's good football, so it'll be a great one to go watch.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Hey,
I will
thank
have this
you.
out soon.
All right, brother, I appreciate you. Go
Thanks,
Rebels.
man. Have a good one. Yeah, go
Absolutely, you
Rebels.
too.
See you,
Yeah.
dude.